Welcome back to another episode of Cats Out the Bag. Today I have my girl Jack with me.
Hey.
Are we calling you Jack now?
It's whatever. Jackie.
What do the streets call you?
A lot of things. Maybe not ask that one.
We're back with another Hot Topics. I guess we were so excited about the Cassie thing last week that
Just to be let down.
we really jumped out the window and now we're let
So
down. Our
fast.
energy is gone.
Joe Budden got time to edit his podcast. We did not.
Right.
I think we said what needed to be said, though. I think we said what everybody took out of theirs, basically.
He killed Kim.
He killed her. Like, that's that. And now they're saying that Justin Combs isn't his son. And I want to correct something I said last time. I said I saw Justin Combs at the airport. I saw Christian Combs, the one that actually looks like him. That's the one I saw at the airport.
Oh, okay.
Because then when they were saying Justin Holmes, I'm like, no.
I thought they were the same person.
Same. Had no idea which one was which. But yeah, I saw Christian Combs at the airport. I guess he's the least favorite, even though he's the only one that actually looks like his child. So.
Like a replica.
Super weird. I don't know. We knew Quincy wasn't his kid. It's Albie Shore's kid. We knew that. But now they're saying Justin isn't too, so whatever.
We're going to get to Quincy in a little bit because you want to know why? I just watched a Christmas movie with him and Cat Graham in it.
I like that one.
That's a good one.
With the Christmas house one?
Yeah.
Oh, I love that one. Yeah, but so Cassie decided to settle. And based upon that, though, there's been some changes this week with some enterprises that Diddy is a part of.
Like?
Him stepping down from Revolt.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't think people realize when she was suing him, she was suing everything he had a hand in.
Mm-hmm.
Everything that involved... Macy's stopped selling Sean John, which I didn't even know Macy's still sold Sean John past, 2008, but that's crazy, I guess.
Macy's backstage was selling
Was that what it was?
Sean John,
it must have been, they had the suits. Oh, that's what it was. Okay. I didn't even know he made suits. But then again, I still see FUBU in stores some places. It's all about the money. That's all it is. No, but yeah, so.
It could say FUBU, but could it really be Boo-Foo?
Yeah, exactly. It's like Plato's Closet. They're like, this is out of season. We can't take this. And you turn around, there's a FUBU jersey from 2006. You're like, that's crazy.
That's
paying somebody for that one.
Right.
No, but so, yeah, sources directly around Diddy said that he stepped down. He did it, obviously, because Revolt was going to lose a shit ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the Sony thing, there must have been obviously he knew he was going to get sued by her. She obviously brought it up. But clearly he started some type of recon before all of this got out.
It was like he was in his 8th step of AA.
Yeah,
he was making amends with people.
He knew what was gonna happen. He was like, "Damn, this is gonna come out." And then the funniest thing is too, everything's been resurfacing lately with rap beefs when it was on the radio and when rappers used to call each other out on the radio.
Yes,
and they just keep playing that Jada and Styles clip when they called Hot 97 and called him out. And it's the funniest thing in the world to me.
I know,
it's really hilarious because it's the same shit. It's years later. It's the same shit. Everybody knows. Everybody knew this was going to happen. People get sued all the time.
They were actually waiting for this to happen. I feel like he 100%. Hasn't really been in a big thing.
You haven't really
in so long
seen him on anything. Ever since the baby was born and the Carisha thing happened. That was really it. And he stepped back. Boom. Mm-hmm. It was waiting. It was literally waiting. But at this point, I feel like I'm really upset she settled that quick.
Me too.
I feel like she could have got more.
I was dying for a memoir, and now she's definitely not going to be allowed to write that shit.
That's the thing, too. What were the terms of the settlement? We'll
an
never
NDA
know
was 100%
has to
included.
Be an NDA, 110% NDA signed, no book, nothing like that.
What did the politicians say? A gag order?
Yeah. Yep. That's literally it.
She was fully gagged.
Oh, fully by a big old stack of cash. Big old stack.
She's probably still wearing it.
She got so much money, her man's not even mad anymore.
Right.
He's like, yeah, whatever.
I support her.
He's like, yes, that's my wife. She takes care of the kids.
Who wants to go for a run?
Have you guys cycled today?
Have you? Have you cycled the news, Alex?
I can't. What else we got going on?
Oh my gosh. The Revolt thing I knew was going to come. And the school. That he had, I can't think of the name of it for some reason, but
I didn't hear about the school.
What is the charity that he's in?
Oh my god.
It's not even a charity. It's like
something for the city, probably.
No, it's like a big school out there.
I will look into this one right now.
But everybody was like shocked by that shit.
In Bridgeport, he literally has a charter school in Harlem. It looks like. Damn.
Dropped.
Yeah. And he donated $1 million to some other charter school in the Bronx. But the reviews on the school are also a 2.6.
Okay.
So I don't know how good they were doing prior to this, but
whoever swoops in to save them, they could thrive afterwards.
Honestly, I kind of feel bad, honestly. But you know what?
People come and people go.
Yeah.
Like Mark Cuban leaving Shark Tank.
You think he's running for president, or you think he was on Epstein's island?
I feel like he's gonna run for president.
Because not even just leaving Shark Tank, he stepped down. I don't know if he stepped down or what exactly it was, or sold shares. He's not selling the Mavericks though.
He's
altogether.
keeping a foot in
selling
it.
his shares, but he's gonna still be in charge of operations. So that means it's clearly something to do with money that's going on. I don't know if it's the end of the year. It's gonna help him with his taxes, something along that line.
It's not the end that we heard of this story.
Wait,
he bought the Mavericks for like $300 million.
Yeah.
And now he's selling it for like $30 billion.
Isn't he selling off in shares though? Isn't he not selling like the whole company? It's the majority stake. That's
but
what
he's
it is.
still running it, isn't he?
Yeah, he will still be in charge of operations of the team.
He'll be an employee.
So he's just gonna pay himself a salary instead of owning it.
The COO.
Yeah, so he gets a salary now instead of just owning it and stepping down from Shark Tank.
This guy's loaded.
So much money. And honestly, out of all the billionaires, he's my favorite.
I love him.
He's the least asshole. He really is. I feel like a pretty down-to-earth kind of person compared to everybody else. He doesn't do any dickhead shit. He's not like, I'm going to space.
Yeah.
I'm going to put a tunnel underground in Vegas.
Yeah,
So my Teslas can blow up in them. Like, no, like, that's not his thing at all.
That's probably actually happening right now.
They just put another tunnel in, like, another piece of it, so I'm sure it is.
How was it living out there in Vegas?
It was interesting. It's not as hot as everybody says it is. Everybody was like, oh my God, you're going to miss the beach. I'm like,
well, the desert gets cold at night.
The desert gets very cold at night, and where I lived about 15 minutes north of the Strip, so we were by the mountains. So from my house, I could see the top of the mountains, and there was snow on them.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and then you're, like, in the valley, but then, at the same time, we got weird hailstorms and shit, like, weird weather there, very strange stuff. Lots of lightning, a lot of hail. It's from the
aliens.
Yeah, oh no, 110%. And it being like that wide open out there, I think the coolest thing we were there for was New Year's. Because all the fireworks, you see the Strip, you see the whole valley, and it's just flat, so you see it everywhere. So that was like probably the coolest thing.
That's cool.
Yeah. It was a good time. Definitely was.
Wow.
I would go back. I would leave Long Island, Rhode Island, wherever P. Diddy still thinks we live.
Yeah.
I would go back.
We live in the islands.
Yes, the islands. West Indies, that's where we are now.
Imagine.
Oh my God. Yeah, but Mark Cuban's leaving. But in New Beginnings, we got Bad Baby having a baby. A bad baby.
You want to know something? Bad Baby's bad. She's so cute.
A lot of good plastic surgery.
Oh my God.
Which makes me so sad, because like she's so young.
So young.
Your body is literally still changing.
Your body is a temple.
Not even just a temple, like she's not fully developed as a human. Like,
literally.
Her plastic surgery is now going to develop as she develops. Like, she's not Kylie Jenner. She's not getting that shit reduced, reused, recycled.
Right.
Like, it's not happening that way at all. And now she's going to have a little baby. Hopefully her baby doesn't end up on Dr. Phil being an asshole.
Oh, my God.
Especially because recently it was, like, out that it was orchestrated by her mom since, like, she was 3 years old.
She just said that, yeah.
She had been calling into the Dr. Phil show, coaching her to be bad, catch me outside girl for years. And that's all her mom wanted was the fame from this. It worked. Now she's gonna have a little grandbaby.
Another little bad
She's
baby.
She's like the Florida Kris Jenner.
Oh my God. Or where's Janelle's mom?
Kifa?
She is the fucking...
I wonder, how many kids does Janelle have now?
Like
What's
3.
her name has like 7.
Who? The blonde one?
I never remember her name. It's so terrible. And she's literally pregnant with twins right now. She's having 7 kids. And I'm pretty sure the twins are boys too. They're all boys.
The one with all the different baby mamas?
Yeah,
daddies?
the different baby. It's
She has a
7
podcast
kids,
too?
5 baby fathers.
Yeah.
That's impressive.
She's a pretty good podcast
That's
too.
impressive. Shout out to her and her kids and all the baby daddies making that podcast run.
She has a podcast with the other baby mama.
Joe's baby mother, right? Yeah, because that's the good baby daddy.
Jonah.
Joe. I know him. I don't know her name. I still don't know her name. I know Joe, though. I know the baby
Kaylee.
father. Is it Kay? I don't think it's Kaylee.
Whoever she is.
Whatever. She's irrelevant. Bad baby's having a baby. Hopefully she doesn't end up on Maury. Her baby daddy looks like a scammer.
Oh, my God.
He looks like G Herbo. When I first clicked
I thought that's who it was.
I clicked the picture. I was like, what's going on here? But no. It's like Florida G Herbo.
Yeah.
That's basically what it is.
I thought he was a little famous, though, this guy.
I have no idea who he... I mean, he gotta be somebody. Maybe he makes beats or something.
Are you with somebody?
Do you make beats? Is that what it is? Let me
Do you
know.
wait on tracks? T.I.?
T.I.'s son King has been whiling in the media.
He's so fucking annoying.
That's another one, too, that they're saying isn't T.I.'s kid, and that's why he's acting like this. He
They
found
all
out
look
T.I.
just
is
like
not his
them.
father, and that's some other man that does look like him. But I think it's just because is King albino? Is that what it is?
He's looks it.
Yeah, so they're comparing him to the other guy, I think, because of that, but then he's...
I don't think albino works like that, though.
His history is a mystery. That's all he keeps saying. But anyway, yeah, King was wilding out. Apparently shook his mom. You can't really see from the video. Yeah, and T.I. choked him up. And
as he should.
This kid, that's the thing. These celebrity kids, I'm not going to sit here and condone beating your children.
But you know who your daddy is. Tip should have fucking put pause on him a while ago.
A long time ago. But then people are saying, too, that Zonique is talking on, I think she has a podcast, too. And she's been talking about how they weren't even raised by them. But then you got
the nannies?
I don't know if the nannies are like the family. Because the grandma was around for a while, too, even on the show. Mm-hmm. And you got to think about it, when they went to jail for all that ecstasy shit and the guns. When they got caught with all those e-pills and all those guns, they both went to jail.
But for how long? Like 4 years?
A couple years. And you got to think about all the kids they had.
That made for good TV.
That was a great show.
That was a great show.
show.
His one son, I don't want to mess up his name. Beautiful. He's such a good singer and rapper.
And you don't see any of that?
No.
Because you got King wilding out instead, and that's the attention they're getting.
Well, after the King thing, somebody must have paid off Shade Room, and they were putting up all the kids and all their musical talents.
Oh, wow. Well, Zonique, she was good. She has a baby, too.
Yeah.
She always did good. She was cute. But that's not T.I.'s kid.
Mm-mm.
That's not her father.
You was not the daddy. Oh,
it's like
man.
freaking Get Rich or Die Trying. Who's your daddy, Marcus? They don't know.
I'm a gangster, Grandpa, and I'm proud of it.
I'm a gangster, Grandpa. I'm a gangster. I'm a rapper. I'm a gangster rapper. Shout out 50 Cent because
we don't want no beef with you.
Yeah,
you can pull up anytime to have other bag. We'll welcome
You're the only one that says everything we want.
Yeah,
to
you
hear.
He has the real tea.
He really does.
Someone posted the other day that if we all just followed 50 Cent through the dark, then like our everything would be
50's podcast
okay.
and Uncle Murder at the end of the year. That is the only 2 sources of information you really need in life.
Facts.
And then us, because we hear it first. Sorry.
Right.
We do.
I ran in here when I heard about Cassie. And now I'm going to run out of here because she fucking settled.
We deserve a cut of that at this point. Cassie, you owe us a check.
Gas money?
Coming to collect.
The other day, I was at a party and I was talking about it to someone and they were like, I wish that would happen to me. Like, I would just settle. And I was like, yeah, I wish we were fucking abused. Like, what?
I wish I had a boyfriend who abused me for 10 years.
I wish somebody locked me downstairs in a bunker so that I could get a $100 million deal.
I was so traumatized I needed $30 million.
Right.
Like,
what? Oh, man.
It's only poor trauma over here. What we get is our parents like, food's ready. That's the trauma healing we got. That's the settlements of our life.
The street lights are coming off.
Yeah, exactly.
So before we get into the Christmas movies and the 6 movies you know and why, let's talk about Rex. Because Rex is going to eventually be a full pod, but
there's just not enough now.
There isn't enough
there's more than enough, but there's not enough time, and there's not... The information changes daily. The Gilgo Beach murders.
The wife going like this. As she's walking out of the courtroom, I knew when I saw her smile, before this information came out that we're going to talk about right now, that she was a fucking killer.
They found her hair on all the burlap sacks. That was like one of the first things they talked about in evidence. And they were like, no, she was on vacation. She was in Poland or wherever she's from. Sweet little Polish lady. She couldn't know. Oh, no. She didn't know her husband was screwing prostitutes and killing all of them. You are such a fucking liar. You're not married to a man all those years and you know nothing. And then it comes out recently.
More so that it was in her house.
Her house. Not like all that evidence was there. You saw how long did they freaking SWAT that house for and have all those freaking investigators? They were there for weeks. Weeks. You don't just go there for weeks if you don't find anything.
The neighbors were setting up lawn chairs and drinking beers as they were going through a serial killer's house.
Yeah. They had a block party the block over while they were on the news.
They didn't give a fuck. That's why he was getting away with it also.
No one cared.
No one gave a fuck.
Okay, so do you remember, I don't know if you were too young to remember this. You remember the serial killer in Shirley, right?
No.
When we were kids?
Mm-mm.
He lived across the street from my Uncle James. This
Where?
man lived across the street from my uncle. He was on,
Carnation, where I live.
Collins Deli side. Collins Deli side. I don't know what block it is. I know all those blocks are like the same block to me, so I just think everything's West End over there, even though it's not. But
Revelo?
I'm not sure. But he lived across from my uncle's house. Nobody knew.
How many bodies he got? How many bodies you got?
I know he killed that one lady, but I'm not sure how many it was. And then when I lived on Birch Hollow, another killer in Shirley, when I lived on the dead end of Birch Hollow, they found, I think it was like 3 houses down from me. This is in like kindergarten. This is like 95, 96. They found skulls, human skulls in the guy's garage. I used to ride my bike on this block while I was by myself, and they found human skulls in this guy's garage, and then they burnt the house down. So, like, you never know, really. You could be living within proximity of a serial killer.
I love that
no
neighborhood.
Idea. Yeah, no.
Killers
right by us, amongst us. You would never know. So
there are monsters amongst
honestly,
us.
like, the neighbors probably didn't know.
Yeah.
But now his wife has lawyered up with a very famous Long Island lawyer who gets a lot of people off on a lot of things. And
Drop him.
In Macedonia. I know his nephew, so I didn't really want to name drop, but yeah, that he is her lawyer. And she is going to get away with murder. They're gonna pull some common, like, before you lock my love away. Like, it's gonna be that music video, and she's gonna be crying in the court, and they're gonna lock up Rex for the rest of his life.
What does she yell when she's on the stand? Please.
Literally. And then
That's my favorite music video.
She turns around and smiles as she walks out of the court. The queen pin, for real.
Oh my god.
It's her.
I just watched Hustle and Flow the other night. Whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick. Get him, whoop that trick.
I saw that movie at Island 16, and this is back when Island 16 did not give you assigned seats, and they sold so many tickets that we were sitting on the floor in the front row. I'll never forget this. There was like 12 of us. All going to see Hustle and Flow. Sitting
Beautiful
on the
movie.
floor. Great movie.
I'm in charge.
Great movie. Oh my god.
Name 6 movies to get to know you.
Name 6 movies to get to know me. The Jackie Doyle edition. Yeah. Because I had like 28 on my thing.
Yeah.
All right. Ready? Goonies. 100% Goonies. Spice World.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of the best ones out of all the ones that I picked.
Spice World. First of all, the Goonies. Never say die.
Goonies forever.
Spice World.
Goonie.
That bus. I want to live in that bus still. I'm thinking about van life just because of that bus.
When I was little, I was trying to figure out how they fit all that on the bus and like the logistics of it. Yep. And I knew it didn't make sense and I didn't care. Mm-hmm. I wanted a colorful robe.
Right.
I wanted to go to the boot camp.
Yep.
I knew what was happening. Like, I wanted to be with that. Like,
I wanted to sit in that little gondola with all the different colors and my little matching sweatsuit.
All right. That's 2. Then we got Labyrinth. David Bowie.
That's a beautiful
serious movie. Impact on my childhood. All right. What else out of all the other ones we did? High Fidelity.
That's
High
a good
Fidelity,
movie.
not even that. Okay, since High Fidelity is a movie I've loved my whole life, the TV show High Fidelity on Hulu with Zoe Kravitz, I boycotted it for so long. Biggest mistake.
Great movie.
Great movie, great television series.
Mhm.
They did it such justice. Go watch it if you haven't. I just finished it. It's 10 episodes. Took me 2 days. Beautiful. The playlist that they have on Apple Music for it, even better.
Right.
Fucking phenomenal. All right, what else we got? Goonies, Spice World, Labyrinth, High Fidelity, Belly. We're gonna go Belly, and then we're gonna go Oliver and Company.
That's a good top 6.
That's a solid top 6. That's like, I had 18 on my story, so I really had to pick those. I just want you guys to know. And out of that 18, there was like 12 more I wanted to add. Get Rich or Die Trying should have been on there.
Yeah.
It should have.
That's a good one.
And honestly, there was another animated movie I thought of today, and I couldn't think of it. Page Master.
Oh.
Are you kidding?
Good.
Page Master. And then, of course, Matilda and Harriet the Spy and all that. Like,
Harriet the Spy, you got me with.
Yeah.
You got me ready to make another page when you posted
Literally.
Harriet the Spy.
what are yours? What are yours? I gotta know.
I don't know if I can pick 6. That's why I put 9.
That's what I mean.
Anastasia, animated movie.
I was gonna pick that one.
Old School.
Yeah, solid. Will Ferrell and me have the same birthday.
The Birdcage.
Birdcage for real.
Um,
Somebody put Birdcage and Mrs. Doubtfire on theirs, and I was like, wait. And then I was like, oh my god, these are 2 separate movies. Because
Yes.
when I was a little kid, I used to think they were the same.
Oh my god. What was my next one? The Little Princess.
So Princess.
It's such a good fucking movie.
That's like, I don't know if I put Virgin Suicide.
Oh,
One of my-
it was Selena. I put on there the movie.
Yeah.
I love that movie. And the movie Center Stage. It's like an old dancing movie. I guess
don't
I
know
thought I was a
Center
dancer when I was
Stage.
younger. It's such a good fucking movie.
Who's in it?
I don't even know. Oh, it was like Zoe Saldana's like
Okay.
one of her first fucking movies.
Okay, I'll
Oh,
look that up.
I love
I
that
will.
movie.
I love a new movie.
I don't remember what else. Oh, How High. It
Yeah.
was like my favorite movie. I had it on VHS, and I didn't even realize they were like smoking weed back then. But I was like obsessed with the movie.
That's hilarious. What Christmas movies have you watched so far? Have you watched any new ones?
I have not.
Okay, Candy Cane Lane.
Like new since this year. New,
yeah,
no.
Candy Cane Lane with Eddie Murphy and Tracy Ellis Ross.
Good.
I watched it on Amazon Prime last night. It also has Jillian in it from Workaholics, the blonde girl.
Oh, love her.
Hilarious.
So fucking funny.
Hilarious. And she's so funny in this. Halfway through it, I was like, this is corny. And at the end, I loved it. I was like, 10/10, I'll watch this every year.
But the Lifetime movies are the best ones.
It's a Prime movie. It's a
They're
made
right up
for
there.
Prime. Yep. No, Netflix, though, there's a new one with Brandy. Her name's Jackie in it, so I was hype. Terrible. Don't watch it.
Horrible.
Worst Christmas movie ever.
0 out of 0.
It was so dumb. And, like, it's super sad. I don't want to... Spoiler alert. She, like, puts out a Christmas letter every year highlighting how exciting her family is and everything. And her friend is a certified hater. And the son, like, roots them to her house. So they end up there. And then she finds out that, like, she says all this stuff, but her son died. And all this other stuff. And it's super sad. And she just wants to spend the holiday with her friend that's a super hater. Like...
It sounds like a
ends kinda
Tubi movie to me.
Yeah, it really honestly could have been. And Brandy's in it. And I'm like, oh, okay, it's going to be good. No. Kelly Rowland does the better Christmas movie.
What's the best movie Brandy's been in since
Cinderella?
Cinderella? It's the only good fucking
That's
movie.
it.
I'd put that
Oh,
movie in my top 6,
I
but
would.
like, what else has she been in?
Cinderella.
Yeah, like
she was great on Moesha. I don't know what
she
happened.
was great in that. She was
She
great
should
in
have done
Cinderella.
it. She should have done a follow-up show to Moesha, honestly.
Mhm.
That would have made sense to me. A Moesha's Christmas special.
That could be in the cars.
Is UPN 9 still a thing? Like, come on.
Boy Is Mine 2.
Monica in it? I would love that.
I would love that.
Except their husband's in jail and it's Christmas.
I'd love to see them in a celebrity fight.
Honestly, Monica would whoop
But like
her
the
ass.
beginning of it is starting with the Boy Is Mine choreography, and then like they come through the doors and then they're in the ring.
If you weren't in second
Oh
grade
my
trying to
God.
play that music video with your friend in their basement, like,
And you're both on each corner of a wall right here.
did you even grow up in the 90s?
Right.
Were
Are
you even a
alive?
child? Did you have a childhood? Clearly you didn't.
Clearly you never left the house.
Speaking of childhoods, Macaulay Culkin.
Oh.
Macaulay Culkin had a quite interesting childhood, and he got his star on the Walk of Fame in California.
Oh my God! Did you see his speech to Brenda Song?
Bro,
Tears.
not even you were my favorite woman. You were
were
my
everything.
favorite person, or whatever
You
he
were
said.
everything.
You were the best person I've ever met. And Katharine Hepburn being there to hug him.
Oh my God!
Like, that's the Christmas moment we
Wait, how
all
does he
needed.
know? What's her name?
Paris?
The girl from fucking Orange Is the New Black, the red hair.
Nastasha?
Yes.
She was there?
Yes, right
I
next to him.
I didn't see
In
her.
all the photos.
Paris Jackson was there.
I know.
And Seth Green and all that.
When
And,
I saw Natasha, I was like, what
wait,
the fuck?
I
I was
didn't
like,
see her.
was she in Home Alone or something? Why am I not connecting these
they
dots?
might have been in a movie. Ooh, as I'm dropping my headphones, sorry. They might have been in a movie together, but not that I can think of. She was in a lot of stuff in the 90s.
She was.
She was in American Pie.
She was.
She was in So I'm a But I'm a Cheerleader.
Oh my God, the lesbian movie.
Which is
I
like
love
the
that movie.
quintessential like lesbian movie. If you're a lesbian, I'm sorry, that's the movie that made you realize.
I realized I wanted to kiss girls a little bit after that movie.
He's like, I'm not just a cheerleader.
Yeah.
She's
That
like,
was the first one where they like
maybe.
really ever. I feel like it's the first movie I've ever seen that like really talked about lesbians.
Do you want to hear the funniest part about that? Do you want to? The first time I saw that movie, I rented it from Longwood Public Library. I thought it was a cheerleader movie. I was like, oh, cool. Like, didn't think
Lisa.
anything of it. I watched it. I think my mom walked in. She was like, what the fuck? I was like, I don't know. You gotta go watch this because I don't know what's
But I'm a
going on."
cheerleader.
But she's great. I love her. Did you watch the what was the show with her?
Russian Black or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah.
I watched like the first 2 episodes.
No, finish it. That and then the other show where she dies and she keeps coming back
That's
and
what I'm
reliving the
talking
day.
about. Yeah.
Oh yeah, no, there's that one, but then there's another show where she's like this genius like gambler and she
Ooh.
robs this guy and each episode is her like trying to escape him because he keeps trying to find her. That's a really good one. I don't know why I can't think of what it's
We're
called.
gonna
but
look
it's
up
so
your
good.
IMDb
Yeah,
when we get out of here.
No, but Macaulay Culkin and Katharine Hepburn, like, come on, Home Alone vibes all around.
She started crying. I almost started
because
crying.
you know about his real parents, right?
Mm-hmm.
How they literally were like the managers of the family their whole lives, basically ate off their kids, basically bad baby's mom,
Right.
but more successful at it. They had
Yeah.
baby's mom, completely more successful, more kids. They wanted to be the Kris Jenner, my momagers, stole all their kids' money, constantly were like verbally abusive and things like that.
When they had the most beautiful kid.
Not even just kid, all the kids.
Mm-hmm.
The other brother too.
Yeah.
He's in so much stuff.
So much stuff.
So much stuff. A bunch of them. I think one of the sisters is an actor too.
Mm-hmm.
It's super sad. That's the perils of young Hollywood and being a child actor.
Macaulay really grew up to be a weird-looking kid, though.
Him and Brenda Song being together is the funniest thing in the world to me.
Oh
But
my
he was
God.
with Mila Kunis forever.
I know.
Mila Kunis and him were together forever. We thought they would have kids together. They did not. Him and Brenda Song have a little boy that looks just like him, which is adorable.
Oh my God, so cute.
So cute. Her being with him is the funniest thing to me, but I love it. I think it's
What's
great.
the karate movie she was in? Ben, I know you know what it is.
I was like, I don't. I'm mad you don't know.
I feel like he does know.
Like that's something we could rely on.
Yeah, he loves Asian chicks, but he loves Brenda Song. I know he knows what the
He
movie
loves
is.
Asian girls, specifically Brenda Song.
Yeah, specifically, you know the Hey Arnold, Helga.
You're gonna get home tonight and he's gonna be watching this movie.
Yeah, he's gonna be like Brenda.
He's gonna be like, oh, I've finally seen it.
Right.
Wendy Wu.
Wendy Wu, beautiful movie.
Oh my god, I don't know how I didn't know that.
Oh my God, Wendy Wu, like that shit was. They're both childhood goats.
Literally.
You have a movie like Wendy Wu out?
I wonder if they'll have their kid out or no, because they're so traumatized
Yeah, no.
from it. The
They're
child will
traumatized.
never act. That's it.
Because Brenda Song, she came up in the Miley and the Miley Lizzie days and the Lindsay
Yeah.
Lohan, she was probably so scared from the shit that they were fucking pulling
but
that
then
she backed off.
She wound up in a bunch of other movies though, where she was a little risque after that. What was she in? Was she in the
Oh my God, did
the
you
Facebook
see
movie or not? Or was she in?
the Killer movie? Did you see that with her?
I gotta look up what the
She
other
was
one
in a
that I think
cabin
is.
with this guy, and he's following her all around.
Wait a second. Because she was in some movie where like it was controversial. That was it. Secret Obsession. Is that
Secret
the one
Obsession.
You're talking about?
Secret
Yeah.
Obsession.
She
That was a
in
good
Like
movie.
Mike. I didn't
She
know she
was.
was in Like
She
Mike.
had pigtails in Like Mike. She was his best friend. She was
That
in the
is
little crew.
hilarious. She was on New Girl. She was on a couple things. Oh my god. Oh, maybe Dads. Maybe that's what they were in together. Because Seth Green was on that too.
That would be a good question to ask her.
Wow, her discography is literally it runs deep.
She's doing pop-ins.
Yeah, it runs deep. She definitely has that Disney money still for sure. They're eating well. They're having a good Christmas. No Home Alone for them.
Oh,
Not at
no.
all. Not at
No,
all.
they're not setting traps. What's your favorite Christmas movie?
My favorite Christmas movie of all time? Jack Frost, but not Jack Frost like where the dad dies. Like Jack Frost, like the old like 50s one with like
With the little
"Hoopla,
snowman, yeah.
Hoopla, your hand too cold.
Yeah.
Jack Frost.
Not with what's that guy?
Heat Miser and Snow Miser.
No,
No.
the person one, not that
Oh,
one.
the person one is I literally
What's
watched
his
it
name?
the other day, and my
Herbie
dad was
Fully
like,
Loaded guy.
literally Batman. My dad came in, he was like, "Oh, this movie." No,
No.
the other
Oh my
Batman,
God.
the important one.
No.
Oh my god, hold on. I
Oh
can't.
my God.
My brain is like fried these days. I swear to God. Jack Frost.
It's motherfucking Jack Frost. Oh my gosh. Do you watch Zachariah Porter?
No.
Did
what
you
is
see?
that?
Oh my God. You have to look. He's a comedian, I guess you could say.
Michael
from
Keaton.
Instagram. Michael Keaton.
I'm so
Oh my
mad. I
God.
cannot remember that.
His fucking shit is
Are you kidding me?
through the roof.
That is like a very underrated actor because he's not like that's what you named George Clooney before Michael Keaton. Like,
No,
I feel like that's
but
where most people's brains go, though. You know what I mean?
It's
And, like,
also Ben's brain. He thinks all white actors are only like he has
One
like
person.
4 guys and 4 girls.
that's it. You
He
only know
calls
4
like
white
every
actors.
single other like white actress, the girls,
Mhm.
like Reese Witherspoon or Hilary Swank.
Everyone's Hillary Swank.
It could be like Angelina Jolie. He's like Hilary
Everyone's
Swank was
$1 million
great in that.
baby.
Yeah.
It's like what's her name on Abbott Elementary.
Yes.
Love her.
Oh my God, love that for her.
Love her. Oh my god,
Oh.
that's so funny. That's hilarious though. Yeah, no favorite definitely has to be Jack Frost or I like the old classic ones. I really do. There's not a lot of new Christmas movies I really love. Like obviously Elf, like everybody loves Elf. Like
Mhm.
it's a great movie. You watch it 100 times every Christmas. Nightmare Before Christmas. Everybody can argue.
Jingle All the Way.
Jingle All the Way.
We were just talking about this. Jingle All the Way is like my favorite
Turbo
Christmas movie.
Man. Are you
Turbo
kidding
Man.
me?
I forgot the name of it for a second, and I was like,
You-
Ben, have you ever seen Turbo Man? And he was like, it's called Jingle All the Way.
I bought all the Funkos for that last year. I like had to find them too. I got
You have a
every single-
Funko addiction.
Yeah. It's
How
a
many
little-
do you have? She looked down a little bashful.
I have to check the app at this point.
Not the app.
I only have some updates.
Oh, you're
in the
keeping
app,
track
too.
to them.
I somewhat keep track. I don't have them as much.
Where do you put
as
them
I
all?
do. I have a back room that they have taken over. So on here, I have 460 of them, and the collection's about a little over $7,000. But at home, I probably have about at least 250. No, more than that. What did
So
I just
you
say
could
it
sell
was?
your whole collection to a collector for a good amount of money.
460. I at least have 600. At least. Yeah, but about 600. I could definitely sell it. But that's the fucked up part. Like, I buy them because I was like, all right, I'm going to get rich off this one day. And then I'm like, yeah, no, I like these. And it's kind of funny because I didn't want to do Disney ones. And the majority that I have are probably Disney now.
Right.
I have, yeah, like name a movie, I have the Funko of it. And it's a sick problem. I probably have to sell them all. But I like them. It's one
Did
of
you
my
ever buy
collections.
any that were like mystery ones that like you just got them? Or you only buy specific ones?
No, I buy specific ones, and I like make sure I get good deals on them. One of the only ones that I have is like a mystery one. They started doing NFTs, so they started dropping NFTs, And then if you got certain ones, you can turn them into a physical pop. So I have a Furby one that just came, and it's the NFT one. And, like, that was kind of the most mystery because it was, like, whatever actual card you got if you got one of the rare cards. And I just happened to get one of the rare ones, and it turned into a physical. But they send them to you for free after that.
Oh, my God.
Which is, like, the coolest thing ever. And then those ones go for, like, a couple $100. The most expensive one I probably have is the Labyrinth ones. The Labyrinth ones are really expensive. And then I have the Frog Brother. Ooh, literally. The Frog Brothers from Lost Boys.
Wow.
Yeah, so I love that one too. Alex Trebek. It really depends what's going on at the time too. Like when the Queen died, the Queen one shot up. The Princess Diana one shot up, like stuff like that. Obviously when the Crown came around, stuff like that.
Oh, you already had those.
Oh, I bought the Queen 2 minutes after she died. And about 30 minutes later, it tripled in price.
Oh my God.
I was like on it. Like I was like, the Queen died. Like before CNN posted it. And then I was like, bitch, go buy that. And I did. And it was like $9
How much does that go for now?
I don't even know how much it'd be now. Hold on. It's so crazy because the whole thing too, it'll tell you like how much they go for, how much they're worth.
Can you sell them on there?
No, but I am a whatnot seller.
Oh.
I actually need somebody to film it for me though. So anybody wants to record for me while I do whatnot live sales, I want to do the auctions. I got approved for selling. I've sold like 2 on the thing, but not through the live sales. So they do like live auctions every night on them, and like that's where people get the money. That, and you find somebody that wants a collection, or you find somebody looking for specific ones too.
Yes.
That's the thing. Niche ones are like very older ones are better.
The Queen.
Literally, the Queen was a great one to have. I have like Alex Trebek, all that like stuff like just randoms. I have all the Goofy movie. I have like stuff like that. I have so many Disney now. It's like sickening, honestly.
Yeah.
And at one point, if you now with Disney Plus, since they're raising the price, they now have Disney Plus benefits. So now you get all these benefits with Disney Plus since they're making it a ridiculous amount monthly and they're trying to make it worth it.
We don't pay for it.
Oh, lucky. I pay for it for my whole family. And now though, with them, you get Loungefly and Funko discounts. So I'm like, did they buy
What is
Funko?
Loungefly?
Loungefly's all the cute little backpacks.
Oh,
Like the backpacks everybody wears to Disney and stuff. But then they make like Dragon Ball ones. They make like Hello Kitty. Like they make cool ones. So Loungefly is that company. And then I feel like Funko and Loungefly are like one and the same. Because you can get them like on the sites and stuff. But now Disney gives a discount. So I'm like, Disney definitely under the table owns these companies.
Right.
And nobody knows about it. Because they do. They push a lot of Disney and Marvel. Like, that's the majority of what they make now. Especially if you go to Target.
My brother is, like, addicted to buying Pokemon cards, but now he is addicted to buying the kids' Funko Pops. And he's buying them ones that he would know about. Like, it's all stuff from, like, the 80s.
Yeah.
And, like, he's
but
like...
that's how they get you. And, like, that was the whole thing I said about it. I'm like, this is how they trap you in consumerism. Because, like, first of all, this is nostalgia from when we were little. So we bought all the shit that was about this when we were little. And now we're older and we're sad. And we're like, oh, let's put more money into stuff that reminds us of stuff we used to buy. And it's insane to think because it's like, we're just buying shit because we used to buy it. Like, that's literally, like, the whole thing. And it's so true. You don't even have to tell me. I have all the McDonald's toys sealed. The cactus ones. You know how much that's going for on fucking eBay right now? First, it started with Hennessy bottles. That took me out. Then I did all the cereal. I have Hello Kitty shit out the ass. I have collectible Barbies from when we were little. I have Polly Pockets and shit still.
You're basically Trisha Paytas.
It's sick. It's sick. But a shout out to my dad because he was the one that used to buy me a Barbie and be like, you keep this one in the box, you play with this one. And now I'm just a fucking hoarder.
Collectors.
No kids, but my house is filled with toys. Explain that one.
So we're actually going to be ending this one short today because I have to do another podcast after this. But I am going to be releasing my Hot Topics episodes on Hot Topic. Hot Topic. I thought of the store and I got thrown off.
That's where I buy a lot of my Funkos. Shout out to them.
We're actually going to be releasing the Hot Topic episodes on a different day.
Ooh.
It's going to come out on Wednesdays now instead of Fridays. I'm going to try and put out 2 episodes a week now. That's the goal. We're going to really try and...
Yeah.
I got my first couple thousand views, so I'm like...
There we
I'm
go.
motivated now. I'm trying to rip out all of these podcasts, but
And it is Christmas, so we're
it
getting
is
in the
Christmas,
spirit. That's
and
it.
stay tuned for the next episode because it's definitely going to be funny. Ben, please take us out of there. Out of here.
Out of here.
Out of this world.